hate puppies.
What could go wrong, Troy?
Good podcast.
I feel threatened.
Everything can go wrong. Everything.
I'm starting to believe you. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems. And boy, do we have a first world conundrum
I am not looking forward to this.
on our hands tonight.
I'm looking forward to it all day long.
Yes.
This is going to be hilarious.
And
Joe the
hopefully
chef is here.
helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this weekend and what chips you should not.
I don't care. I don't care about the beer.
Joe the chef is here.
I care about the beer. I care about every last beer that Troy doesn't drink, I drink.
And I respect you for picking up the slack
Somebody's got to do it.
that he's been his wake of slack. You're in. You got it.
I mean, it's a crown that we have to bear.
I'm hoping that the board is working fine. Full transparency. Last week, I don't know who would remember this, but I was watching the Bears game and I was very furious.
Oh,
because
that's right. I
because-
forgot about this.
did you,
That's
you
why
didn't-
the board's
so you
all
didn't
jacked
understand
up.
why it was
I
fucked
forgot.
up?
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Okay.
No,
so-
because you guys shut that on
Oh,
the show
my
and you're
God.
like, there was a lot of like breaking down the fourth wall and like cursing at the Bears.
It didn't get better after the show.
I know.
it got
that-
actually far worse because I was
That game was trash.
it was trash, but
But if you remember, they had a shot. They had a couple shots to win the game.
yes, and as a Bears fan, it's the games against the teams that shall be unnamed on account of the racist connotations of the Washington team. Oh, now
Now we're going to like just.
Joe's looking at me like I'm supposed to forget the past. I don't forget the past.
I mean, I completely forget the past. I'm a Red Sox fan. I've never forgotten the past in my entire life. I agree with you on every egregious thing that there is.
The Washington R words, as they shall be known for me.
The Washington semi-professional football team.
Well, because I can't call them the C words, because that word's...
I mean, I can call them the C word, like the Manders.
I mean, they beat your team
Troy.
too soon.
Hearsay.
it's like being the tallest small person in.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of R words.
Yeah, but so the Bears came down and had a couple shots in the end zone.
Yeah, and we had one particular play in which we had a third down. It was third and goal right at the end of the game.
There was
We
a pass
threw it.
interference, right?
It was the most obvious pass interference I've ever seen. They literally held the dude's arms down.
Yeah, both
and
of
he
them.
still managed to get one of them out at the last second and touch the ball. And I was like, wow, he might come down despite all that. And then they never called it. And it was at that moment that I kicked the bar.
No. It was after the last play.
No, that was the one I kicked the play.
Oh.
That was the one I kicked the
Okay.
bar. I mean, I kicked the bar, and Troy and I watched one microphone.
It was literally like watching the game of Mouse. It was like a Rube Goldberg machine.
It literally
in
was.
slow motion. Like my mic just slowly tipped over, and we just were like, "Oh my God, that's going down." Well, as that mic went down,
Its cord
yanked the board, which yanked another mic, which yanked everything off the bar, like the
So that's
entire
when
setup.
That's when we learned how chain reactions work.
Yes, it was a learning experience.
kinetic energy.
There you go.
And then we just sat there and just were like both kind of scared to get up and walk to the other side of the bar to even see the carnage.
Yeah, fully proven that an object in motion tends to stay in motion.
As a
I mean,
fat kid, I know this one.
it was crazy. That one mic went over, and we were both like, "Oh, damn, we lost a mic."
Yeah.
And then when the cord finally got taut, it shot another mic. And then when that one's
We
cord
didn't
got
really
taut-
jump for the mic because we're like,
But we're so
Yeah.
far away. We're on the other side of a bar.
Yeah.
We can't rightfully get around to it. And it just...
Well, and
the
I didn't
whole
think,
thing
though-
But I didn't think the soundboard
yeah,
was
I
going
wasn't
to
thinking the whole.
I would have thought that the cords were long enough that they would have just ended up on the ground and the
I
board
would've-
would have been.
I would have thought
Fine.
so too. But I run such a tight ship.
It looked like a slinky.
You're into short cords.
Yes. And I mean, literally...
It looked like
there
a slinky. Like the front part went, and then it pulled the back
Yeah,
part.
it's like
with it.
slowly,
Yeah.
and the back part goes fast.
So it's kind of like the beginning of Goonies when they knock off the David and the dick falls off.
No, it was faster than that.
faster than that,
or
okay.
slower than that.
Okay.
Because that like
Gotcha.
happened
Right
pretty
up-
much
like,
right away. And then he
gotcha.
came up with it upside down. He's like, he's peeing in his face.
Yeah.
I recall the scene. I didn't expect
Sorry, showing my
everything.
age.
Everything came off. and the board slammed. And now, in my drunken stupor, I picked up the board, I stuck it under the bar, and I said, "Podcast is done." And it wasn't until we got out here tonight that we realized that there's marks all over it. There's parts that are bent and really jacked up, and I don't.
Looks like your sound engineer is also my 4-year-old son.
Yeah, this is not
Could be.
good. I mean, it's not, but it appears to be working, even though some of these lights no longer light up and some of the parts are bent up. If this episode goes out and sounds okay, then kudos to Zoom for making a hell of a board.
The PodTrack P8.
This is my favorite board that we've had thus far.
I mean,
And
that's
this
a
is-
good 4 feet off the ground, 4.5 feet off the ground.
Yeah, and a solid concrete floor.
Yeah, I think it hit the pad back here.
I hope so.
Yeah,
It wasn't my finest moment, but I have anger control issues.
yes.
Anger management, I guess.
We're gonna have other control issues here tonight as well.
Well, so yeah, if you want to get right to the topic at hand, we had a listener.
Yeah, we're always asking for listeners to send in topics and to
And then when they do,
interact
fuck
with us.
them.
Yeah. So obviously we have. I thought a close friend of ours
Thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I know for a fact he hates us.
He's actually a douchebag.
Yeah. I used to think highly of the guy.
I did too. We've had him on the show. It's
Yep.
Nick over at Social Auto Transport, which is a business that no one should support.
No.
Nick, I love you. I'm so glad that I'm here to witness this.
So a couple weeks ago, Nick shows up to watch football with us on Sunday, and he's like, "Hey guys, come over here. I got 2 different things." He has something. He has his hands behind
Yeah,
his
yeah,
back.
what- he's like, "Pick a hand."
He's like, "Pick a hand," and I'm like, "I'll let Brendan pick," and Brendan's like, "I'll let Troy pick," and I was like, "I really don't care." And Nick's like, "It doesn't matter. It's the same thing," and then brings out from behind his back the One Chip Challenge 2022, which, if anyone doesn't know, it's a one chip individually packaged that's supposedly like stupid hot, makes you fucking snort, puke, shit your pants, go blind, the whole 9 yards.
2 peppers. One is the Reaper.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It sounds rough.
Yeah.
And then you got the Scorpion pepper. Now, I always thought that what was the one that I thought I was supposed to be afraid of? What's the
Ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
So
apparently,
ghost pepper is
This is why we
it's
have
all
Joe
measured.
on.
It's all measured on this is why I'm here.
Scovilles.
It's on the Scovilles. So if you think about a poblano pepper as your 0, which is what it is on the Scoville scale, apparently, according to the internet, these are 2 million Scoville units.
But the high's
heat
like
units.
100 million, right?
No.
No?
Like that.
No?
Like that's right about where.
We're topping out.
Yeah, you're peaking.
hold on, run this by me. This. You're
So-
looking at the
so
actual.
I'm looking at-
Hold on, you're looking at the One Chip Challenge, the actual
The one
pepper.
chip challenge for 2022 is made with both the Carolina Reaper pepper and the Scorpion pepper, which both register at over 2 million Scoville units apiece.
Okay, 2 million
So
a
it's
piece.
like-
Okay. Can we take a step back? Can you tell me what like a jalapeno is for
Like
reference?
100,000, I believe, is.
Well, I'd
what it
like
is.
facts. I'd like
Hold
facts.
on,
I'm like,
let me do Stu's job.
I'm putting you in-
Since Stu's in like I don't know Barbados or something like that.
Yeah.
no, Stu just got back from Charleston to
China.
Again, he was
Gotcha.
just in Charleston 2 weeks ago.
He likes Charleston.
He likes to travel.
I'll tell you what he doesn't like: Richmond, Virginia.
Yes. And podcasting. In fact, we have a whole group of guys that don't like podcasting anymore.
I've noticed the trend.
Yeah.
Oh, you know you're scraping the bottom of the barrel when Joe the chef is.
Yeah, I mean, dude, seriously, I'm like the 95th like person here.
No.
I
Honestly,
mean, I would have thought that like Jay, Seeley, and everybody else that I can name
No.
would be here first.
Yeah, we asked
all
your wife first, but she
transparency-
was watching the kids.
In all transparency,
That's a lie because she doesn't watch the kids.
when we were doing a One Chip Challenge, we thought you were uniquely qualified to be kind of the adjudicator.
So when I asked him, I didn't even mention what we were doing. He was like, "Is it food or bourbon related?"
yeah, because he knows. He knows.
I'm definitely in for Christmas challenge again. I need to
Oh, we need to
retake
bring that
that.
back.
We need to take. Oh yeah, we're bringing that.
We
back.
need to talk about M4K. I think we're going to try to get those guys on soon. That's coming up. We have 3 new members to our team already, so I'm super excited about that.
I'm super excited.
We already got
Shave
3?
This chin, so it's bare.
Yeah,
I am.
What is the jalapeno? Can you run that by me? Before
So
we'll talk about M4K.
I misspoke. Actually, a bell pepper is 0.
Bell pepper 0. Okay, that's fine. 'Cause-
Poblano is $12.50.
okay, 1,250.
Jalapeno 5,000. I was
5,000.
A little bit off on that one.
Okay, so the jump from a jalapeno to these peppers was $1 million or $2 million?
it's $2 million a piece.
Okay, so that is actually
a habanero
super,
is a habanero pepper is 150,000.
Okay, I can
my
tell you
God.
this
That's-
right now.
that-
If I
that's
eat a
what I was
habanero,
getting at.
habanero. Like,
I'm on fire.
habanero barbecue sauce makes me like,
Sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't actually enjoy it
hurts.
at all. Okay, so this is horrible.
and I love spicy food, but I don't like when it gets above that like.
all right,
pain.
I'd actually like to not do this.
Yeah, so would I.
Now that I have not heard the
Yeah,
number.
it's okay. We're
This
still,
is the-
we're
this
still
is the-
doing this. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Walk up.
Oh, yeah, we're
the,
gonna keep walking.
yeah,
So,
walk on up.
We should have rubber
Infinity
gloves.
Chili is
Infinity.
1,100,000.
That sounds like the hottest chili there could be. Infinity.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, how do you go beyond infinity?
you
What
go
are
the
you,
other, you go
fucking
like,
Buzz
Are
Lightyear?
there, are there peppers we would know down here?
Carolina. There's the Cayenne,
Okay, what's a cayenne?
50,000.
50,000.
Hungarian,
$2 million.
Hungarian wax, 10.
No idea what that is.
That's a looks like a.
I don't
Really?
eat peppers. By the way,
Oh.
speaking of wax, I feel like I need to go full fucking Homer Simpson and drink some fucking candle wax before I eat this
Actually,
shit.
that's not a bad idea.
Have
You
a
wanna
full
just-
blown fucking trip.
Okay, so
That's right. He tripped balls off of that pepper.
I don't know if either one of you have had pepper spray from a cop's.
I have not.
I have.
I once accidentally.
I mean, I got hit right outside Catch 22 in the bottom.
Nice. Like you were.
I was-
It was friendly fire. Like they weren't aiming at you.
Oh no, I got hit right to the side of right inside the neck.
Oh, they meant to
trying,
hit you?
I was trying to get a friend away from a situation. He pushed me back towards the officer, and my head went against his vest, and my hand went on his gun. He took 2 steps back and like hit me in the side of the neck with pepper spray, and yeah, that sucked.
I would love to hear the other side of the story because you
Yeah.
hear how he told it. He's like, so like I
fell down.
I accidentally grabbed his gun.
Oh no, yeah, like, I mean, I got pushed.
So how much pain were you in? How long did it last?
I drove home from Shaka Bottom to my house in the West End in the nude because my clothes were left on the curb. I couldn't, like, I had to get everything out and went home, took a gallon of milk and just went into the shower and like,
Poured it over yourself.
you know, and you learn that like Finkel is Einhorn and Einhorn is Finkel. Like that's me with the bottle of milk.
This may be the sexiest story I've ever.
Yeah, it was great. I couldn't scrub my body enough.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Someone peed in my pants!
Definitely peed in my pants that night too.
Why would Nick do this to us?
I mean, you guys are awesome people.
I thought we put on a show and tried hard and
That's the problem. The more you reach out to listeners and go, "Hey, friends, I need help with content
Well,
because we do this every week,"
so
and
he
they
thinks
go,
this is a content generator. No one's gonna care that we're dying. Like it's not like
I mean, you didn't want me to videotape this. I thought it'd be great content.
you know how many jackalopes
So,
are
all right,
on
all
the
right.
internet
Oh, I
doing
understand.
this?
Hold on.
Like
So we actually did get a different content generating email this week.
okay.
This is actually the kind of stuff I like. Okay, so Boo Boo
Yes.
Mysterio reached out.
So much better than Nick.
So come on.
Yeah.
Infinite.
In fact,
Yeah.
actually, if we're going to build a scale of listeners, it would be the Nick to Boo Boo scale.
Yeah, that's right.
I think is fair.
Nick's a 0.
And I'm right below like Nick.
No. You're perfectly fine.
You're
because
here.
We bring you in for you're like right in the middle. You don't bring a lot to the table like
Oh, no,
like-
I bring
like-
nothing to the
like
table.
randomly, but you're also a really good listener. You support us well.
I have lots of questions about your podcast. Like,
Yeah, but you're a good listener. Like I like you a lot. I'll put you in the middle to Boo Boo.
That's fair.
I'm never going to put you in the Nick side. Nick side is rude. So Nick
Especially
brings
after
us
this thing.
Nick brings us a one chip challenge. Boo Boo sends me this week. He says, been a while since a challenge, and I was thinking you could do a brewery challenge. For example, each person could choose a brewery and put together a flight for all to try and score. Could be local, nationwide. Either way, most points awarded highlights the best brewery. Just a thought. Nice email.
Yeah.
Well thought out.
Yes.
I like that. That's a good challenge. We each bring in 4 beers from one brewery, and you rate each beer,
Yeah.
and you see how it nets out, and then you crown a brewery winner.
I like that.
That's not a bad challenge.
Not
See,
bad.
Boo Boo, top of the food chain.
Yeah.
that goes
Nick.
with your bourbon challenge, which is great.
Yeah, Nick, how about you eat a fucking chip and then you shit in your pants, and
Yeah.
when you shit your pants, it actually burns.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Fucking great. Joe shows up. Joe the chef shows up. He walks in. He has Pappy Van Winkle bourbon balls, chocolate,
Yes. A tin of peanuts.
a tin of peanuts, and a little tiny thing of what is this?
It's from Sugar House in Great Salt Lake, Utah.
So I'm actually
Bourbon.
going to taste this.
Bourbon.
This nice bourbon because I still have fucking taste buds.
Yeah, while you have taste
So
buds.
thank you, Joe.
Salud.
Allow me.
Enjoy.
Allow me
Which,
to try this.
Speaking
bourbon.
of, while you're sipping that, if we're gonna do a fucking deli, we probably should do it while we have taste buds.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
So the beauty of that, dude, is that. So I know caramel and brown sugar are roughly the same thing, but there's a rendering process.
I mean, yes,
and no one could be more equipped to speak to this than the chef.
somewhat.
But this has more brown sugar than caramel. Mm-hmm. That's fantastic.
It's also, like we talked about earlier off the air, like the West Coast bourbons, I think are light years ahead of East Coast stuff. I'll throw that on the gauntlet. I've drank more West Coast bourbons as of late.
Are you counting Kentucky bourbons in that? Like
As
the home of the bourbon?
that's-
East
that's
Coast?
the
as of
best.
East
Because
Coast
that's
bourbons.
a huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's really easy. Like, there's just a lot more going on in an area where there's such a huge temperature change from day to day. Like, we all know the summer in the Southeast, it's just hot. It's hot,
all
it's
the time.
humid.
Yeah.
You go out there, it's hot during the
Daylight
night.
hours. Yeah.
I mean, during the day, and it's cold at night.
yeah.
I mean, not cold, but like,
Oh, it can drop 40 degrees.
Cold enough, though.
I mean, 40-degree temperature change is a lot. Whereas,
As you
like,
were just-
like during August in Kentucky, what do you have? 10,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe
because
it's the
even
same
when the
thing.
sun goes down, there's still like the humidity and
But as you were describing it to me, and I totally get this, is that when the heat, right, the wood expands, and then the cold, the wood contracts. And if you're sitting in the barrel house and those barrels are going through this deviation every day, expansion, contraction, you're allowing more bourbon to get exposed and
Yeah,
into the pores of the actual
Correct.
barrel. So you're getting more of that aging process.
Is anyone
quickly.
doing that artificially? Like,
No, but we should.
Couldn't that be done like in a giant cooler? Like,
So the closest thing to that is the Jefferson's Ocean gimmick,
Yeah.
which is a gimmick, but I think it makes a
It's
difference.
gotta work.
You put that barrel on a ship and you allow it to just
go
bob,
hang
bob
out
up and
and
down
go
with
around.
the tides. And when that happens, as those waves do it, it agitates.
yeah.
As opposed to just keeping it perfectly still.
Still.
The agitation will allow you to get more. Of
I'm
the
still trying to
barrel.
figure out whether or not that, like, the container that has the barrels for Jefferson, is it sealed? Is it airtight? Or is it, is it able to...
I've heard it's not because I've heard the ocean air helps,
can
helps
get in,
with the
like-
taste, the salt.
Yeah.
Oh,
from
really?
the ocean. Yeah, it gets in that
I mean,
barrel.
I love oceans.
That's
I think it's a great, like, it is a gimmick.
But it's a
But it's-
good gimmick.
But I'm buying it.
yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, of all the gimmicks, you know what I mean? I'm like,
it's my favorite one.
kind of get that gimmick. Like it logically makes sense, so I'm willing to buy into the gimmick.
Correct.
More than the ShamWow.
yeah, imagine if you like.
don't know.
Imagine if you.
Yeah,
and
me
I don't know the temperatures, but like imagine if you heated a barrel up to 100, 110 during the day and then dropped it to 40, 45.
So you like
at night.
artificially like heat
Yeah.
and cool the
Do a
place.
cycle it every day.
I mean, that would work,
Yeah, but
right? Because
like,
what
you're
Joe
still-
is saying is that basically you could do a 10-year bourbon in 5 or 6 years
Yeah.
because of the expansion and contraction of the barrel itself. And
But you're still trying to
logically,
do,
that
like
makes
doing it on like, I mean, when you go to like Louisville or Jack Daniels and see the size of these workhouses, they're huge.
Oh,
like
well,
work,
obviously, obviously.
I mean, I work in a warehouse, and
But they're one-offs too. I mean, there's small batches that do.
correct. I mean, you could probably like there's a little distillery if you've ever gone out to Licking Hole Brewery here in Richmond. There's one right at Maidens that is not bad. Their bourbon is really, really hot and needs to be sitting in the barrel a lot longer.
So hold on, this actually brings me to a totally off topic, but relatively on topic.
Whoa, that's a lot of
Of
topics.
Yeah,
topics.
it's a topic squared. No,
Cubed, even.
cubed. So I've been thinking about this, right? Like my kids are getting older, and Troy, you and I have talked about this, that you didn't want your kids to see you drinking.
Yeah.
You don't like seeing the booze in the house. Well, I'm in the same boat right now where I don't want them to see the amount of booze because like my wife has a pretty substantial wine collection,
Yeah,
and it all just sits in like the dining room.
yeah.
There's a shit ton of stuff. Now I have all this like booze in there.
Well, it's also not just singing. It's also like
It's all of the
Yeah, let's keep it like. Look, kids will be kids. Like they're gonna get into some shit.
Yes.
Like
So I don't want them being around it or having access to it.
yeah,
So I've been like, well, I don't want to get rid of it.
yeah,
I like all the stuff. I mean, I wouldn't have bought it. But like I need somewhere to store it that's like away. And this room is not substantial enough to keep them away.
yeah,
Like they can come in here. They know the code.
yeah. They play video games and hang out in here.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out how do I store this in a good way. And it finally occurred to me that, wine cellars, the best wine cellars, are in the earth.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Are we
Yeah.
digging a hole?
Dude, we're not just digging a hole.
you're gonna make a wine cellar.
I got a plan.
Oh shit!
And
Well, you
here's-
got a good berm in your backyard that you could like dig into.
Yeah, so that was my first thought is I'd like a Hobbit
Yeah,
like kind of vibe.
You can buy a shipping container for like 20,
Motherfucker,
like,
you are.
2,000.
This is precisely what I'm thinking.
that a shipping container's huge.
Well, you can get a half shipping container.
I mean, you can get a 10-foot shipping container if you
I'm
wanted
thinking
to.
about seriously digging a hole in this yard, dropping a shipping container. Now, I talked to a guy who's a little more knowledgeable. He says you turn the shipping container upside down because
Yeah.
it's better suited upside down to hold the earth,
'cause
the
of the
pressure
weight,
of the
yeah.
earth. So he's like, you dig the hole, you turn it upside down, you drop it in the ground, and it's only got to be like 4 feet below ground level to not have fluctuations in temperature and keep it around like
Yeah, below the frost line.
yeah. So you dig it down, you put it there, and then I just put a hatch in the yard.
Yeah,
And I put a lock on that hatch.
and you have a bunker too, which is cool.
which I also have a bunker.
Yeah,
But
And-
you could also like turn it like you get a fan system and like be able to smoke cigars down there.
You're
like,
feeling me.
you
so
can
you
turn
see?
it into the dope ass room that the kid from Gleaming the Cube had that I always wanted.
Yes.
Oh.
His was like a pipe though.
Yep, it was a sewer drain.
Yeah, it was a sewer drain that was buried in his like
And you
front
could just
yard.
sit there and like
Yeah, you could skate.
I always wanted that.
Pipe.
Like that was my favorite room in the entire like
Like we could do this.
That would be awesome.
You dig the giant asshole, you drop the shipping container in there, you put the dirt back on top, you regrow the grass, you put a hatch, and now we have a bunker / wine,
And then-
whiskey.
Dude, don't even put a
storage
hatch.
chamber.
Put like a dope looking like telephone booth or something. Like,
yeah. Oh my God. Like a Bill and Ted's
Yeah.
telephone booth.
It's even
Oh, that'd be
cooler.
awesome.
So like this has been the thing that I've been mulling around for about a month now. And I'm finally at the point where I'm willing to speak about it
I
publicly.
could see you doing this.
No, because think I'm gonna do it. Because I've got access to the
You just got to get
I've got the plumber.
Miss Utility in to like make sure there's nothing buried back there.
Bro, you know the worst part is the electricity I buried to here. It cuts right across this whole yard. It's a real
Yeah, but
problem.
you're gonna go further back.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
I want to build an underground bunker for whiskey and wine that you can go down in a hatch and sit down there, just a couple leather chairs.
Yeah.
Mostly it's low lighting, very little
You gotta make your hatch
electricity.
big enough to get stuff in and out. not just people size. Like if you're gonna put leather chairs, like it's got to be a decent size hatch.
No. Put all.
I'm so glad you said that.
You put everything.
Literally
You
never
hadn't thought of
occurred to
that.
me. No.
No, you put everything. You put everything in the container that you're like the chairs and everything like that.
You can
in
before,
there beforehand. Then put it in the hole, and then
But you're gonna want to get it out. I mean, you could destroy it to get out, but you're
Yeah.
gonna want to put something new in there at some point, maybe.
It's all gonna have to be IKEA. You know what I mean? It's just a little box and an Allen wrench, and then it's
Yeah,
like
I got a new Florgan organ.
yeah, exactly.
Like, those are super comfortable.
It's the best.
Jordan's here.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty cool idea.
I like it.
Kind of want to do this because it'll naturally keep the wine exactly the temp it should be.
Yeah.
It'll let the whiskey age. I could literally put the hatch.
I know how to
has
drive
be
an
big enough.
excavator.
The hatch has. I have access to a backhoe.
There you go.
So like I don't even have to pay for that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
And I got a dude that lives in the world of shipping containers, like what he does
Yeah.
for a living.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he takes shipping containers. He
builds with them.
He retrofits them
Yeah.
into offices that end up in temporary places where you need
Seen
an
him on
office for
job
a year or
sites
two.
before.
So like I have access to shipping
He's
containers.
built dorms with them.
I have access to backhoes. I don't see why this should cost an exorbitant amount of money.
I can build you shelving.
Yeah, just
Like-
a few grand.
Like I'm saying this whole project done properly is under 10 grand.
Yeah, for sure.
Less than you paid to go to Bourbon Festival.
How fucked up is that? No. There's some truth to that.
I don't even want, we never did discuss what you paid, but I was telling Joe and I were talking on the way over here, and I was like, I can only imagine what he paid. Like,
But he was telling me about Ely going to Vegas for
Haley's at the when we were
we
young.
were young
festival.
festival, yeah.
which
Which I don't even remember who's in that, but I remember
Everybody
liking
there
it.
is.
Yeah,
I remember looking at it and going,
That would
"Boy,
be awesome."
That would be the shit." Yeah, unfortunately, I blow money on all kinds of stupid shit. Now, currently, I'm living the American dream. I saw my credit cards today.
well, they wave at you.
There was an extra digit. You know what I mean? Like there was an extra digit on one of them, and I was like, that digit doesn't belong there. It's supposed to be 4, not 5. So I'm starting to go into catastrophic debt, which is fine because there's a recession on the horizon and inflation. So now I'm actually thinking, haha, I beat you, inflation. I bought all that shit when it was cheaper.
It's okay. I saw a comment in mine. I was like, I got excited.
You're not scared of spending money on something that you don't need. That's not you.
No.
This morning, I literally bought the new Solo Stove patio heater. It came out today, and here's how the mentality went down. This thing shows up, right? I get the email from Solo Stove. It was like, just released today, limited quantity, pellet feeding Solo Stove patio heater.
Brendan's first. Wait till everybody else.
Hold on, can that go in your screen porch?
No.
Okay.
Which is what my wife wants, some way to
Yeah.
heat the screen porch. So we've been talking about heaters for a while. So I'm already a little.
Use that. I have one of those propane heaters with the umbrella top. They work great.
Or just get the the infrared ones that you see at bars and stuff like
yeah.
that. And
So
just
the
hang across.
infrared's
ceiling,
actually
yeah.
what I want. I want to install 2 infrareds. But now that's going to be on the back burner, pun intended, because of burying the container. in the
Yeah.
Fair-
Get your
fair-
priorities in order.
I have
Yeah.
bigger plans. But so I saw the Solo Stove thing come out this morning. I get the email and I'm like, oh, that sounds fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that. So I look at it and I'm like, what? That's too much money. Why would anyone spend that much money? And then I go, estimated ship date November 21st. And I'm like, huh, that's cool. That could be here by Thanksgiving, which would actually be super dope.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's kind of cool.
Because you have everybody over here for Thanksgiving.
Yes. So I was like, that would be.
I'm right in your wheelhouse.
So I was like, that would be sweet. So then I decided to do a little bit of research. I'm like, 71,000 BTUs. I was like, that seems high, but I actually don't have any.
Yeah. It's like a Scoville. Like what's high,
What's high, what's
yeah.
not. So I go and I start looking at other units, and I start looking at the infrared units for the heats, and I'm looking at these. Some of these things are coming in like 8,000. I'm like, that's fucking ludicrous. And then like the best I could find was like 41,000. And I'm like, okay, that's a lot, but that's like damn near half what
Yeah.
this Solo Stove's putting out. In the time it took me to do the research, I go back and they're like, estimated ship date December 5th.
Oh no.
It hit me in the gut when I saw the December 5th because I'd already decided.
Buy.
Yeah, you were standing around frying your turkey like.
Yeah,
Next
I was
to-
doing
yeah.
I was doing things. And then so I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna do all this. This is gonna be great. And I was like, but that's too expensive. No one would buy that. And then by the time I did the research to see if I could justify the price, when I came back and I saw that we'd shifted 14 days, I was like, you fucking kidding me? Buy. And I bought that bitch. And then I showed it to my wife. I never mentioned it to her. I never mentioned that we'd purchased a $600 patio heater.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's the conclusion I came to.
Being that
after.
solo stove started out 500, I would have thought you would.
I mean,
be
I
in
thought
the
you- I thought you
750 plus range.
It was $599. I love that $599 because
Oh, yeah.
I'm like $500.
yeah, just over 500.
that's not
yeah.
bad.
That's not bad.
But they pulled the trick of regular price $10.99.
Oh, they had the value of it's 11 grand.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll
1100.
never sell for
No.
that much money
No.
ever. But I'm like,
They have
I'm like,
a picture of you in their home office. Like,
Yeah.
hi, this is
If
this is
Brendan
Mr.
doesn't
Kennedy.
buy it, no one
yeah,
will.
If you can't sell this guy, you don't deserve to be in sales.
I'm the Mikey likes it of the
yeah.
solo stove world,
You're the Mickey likes of most things in this.
unfortunately. So when
Things
I
that aren't needed.
Yeah.
Brendan's poster is in that main office. Like, this is our. When you asked who we're looking for to
yeah,
sell to,
they build a
it's this
profile.
guy.
The
Yeah.
marketing team builds a profile and go, meet Brendan.
Yeah. We're just going to throw a name out there.
He's
Brendan.
a middle-aged guy.
Great hair,
He doesn't have too much money, but he's got enough.
Yeah.
just enough, and he likes the finer.
You'll
things.
notice from our Google images, he has 2 toy cars to go with his used
Yeah.
daily driver. So we know he doesn't mind coming out of pocket for some stuff.
And he's got this
You'll also
big
see
building.
he's got what looks to be a bar in his backyard and 2 solo stoves already and a bunch of unneeded grills.
So 3 grills in my
Yeah.
yard, not including the pizza oven.
Yes.
It's a fucking nightmare back here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sanford and Son called.
I'm at 4 grills. I'm good. I got told I can't get. So I went to the beach this summer.
I have 1 Weber grill.
That's actually the only
The
grill you
charcoal
need.
grill, the one
That's
with
actually
brown
a
Weber-
kettle
Yep.
Weber grill is
That's the
literally
only one
the
you
only
need.
grill you need. You can smoke on it. You can grill on it. You can do anything you want.
I agree. Like I agree with that statement. I've been a Weber fan my entire life since I was 10. I went to the beach. The beach house had a green egg.
Oh, I get it, but that's a different
And
step. You're going to
like,
different levels.
Did you get a green egg now?
No, but it's on the table. My wife told me if I got rid of 2 other grills, I could get a green egg. And I'm like, I don't really trade in children. Like,
no, you got to get her
Like,
down to 1 grill gone
I
for one.
just-
There's got to be one you could like.
It's a
burn
one for
to,
one.
like,
That's a
like,
one for
or
one.
It's definitely a
something.
1 for 1. It's just, it's also the fact that like you. I mean, we need more grills. Like we need holes in the
I
head.
have a
Like,
grill at the lake. I got one of those Blackstone flat tops, and I just got the
that's
1
nice.
burner. I don't have the 4 or 5 burner like Ely has, the 6-foot one. But I tell you what, those things are awesome.
Yeah,
But
they're
those
fantastic.
grills are amazing.
That's the thing. When you go from like a Weber kettle to a big green egg, you're not really differentiating that much that it's like this crazy thing. Whereas if you go from a griddle to a Weber, like now these are 2 totally different
Yeah.
machines. You can do very different things. Whereas
Yeah.
the green
What you
egg
can't
does all the
do-
things the kettle does plus smokes better.
Yeah.
It
But better.
does like.
That's all it does better.
Yeah.
Whereas
I mean-
you can technically do that on the Weber.
I mean, I'm sitting there with a Traeger, an Oklahoma Joe, a Weber, and a gas grill in my driveway right now. And then I have a 275-gallon oil tank that's getting cut into a pig cooker.
Oh, sweet Jesus. See,
yeah.
I respect that.
I just want to really smoke pigs.
But that's literally just so you can do suckling pigs.
I want to do a lot more.
A gas grill is all but fucking garbage at this point. Like I've had so many of them.
Couldn't agree with you more.
I mean, like that Weber grill takes 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes of prep time. But like, I mean, the Blackstone griddle is gas, and I would still approve for that. But like, just get a charcoal grill. Like, just get a standard Weber.
But get a Weber.
$99.
Get a
Yeah.
Weber. Like, don't overthink it. The Weber is the machine because
Well,
it
and
does a good
If you're
job.
gonna buy a gas grill, buy a Weber, because I've had 3 $250, off-brand
Char Grill
that
and
literally,
Next Grill.
that literally
I mean-
just fall apart, and it's like the Weber lasts forever, and you can replace the parts.
I mean, I wouldn't have the.
I replace my parts every like 4 years.
Yeah.
It's this baffle thing that
Yeah.
opens. I have to replace that because it rusts out because I don't care for them well because it's a Weber.
you don't have to. Yeah,
You don't have to care for
the,
them
out,
well.
the outside, the entire egg, I mean, the big ball is still perfect.
Oh yeah, I don't even cover
what I'm
my
saying.
Weber anymore. Like it just sits out under a tree.
I have 2 Webers out here right now. One of them is covered and one of them is not covered. Arguably, the uncovered is in better shape, and I do not understand how.
Because it like breathes and nothing like gets trapped under it and like
Yeah.
Yeah, like I actually have all the vents open,
yeah.
so like the water just goes through, and it's like,
Well, if you
well,
look at
thanks
all
for
the-
letting it go through.
yeah.
And you look at all those covers, like there's a lining to them.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And it like
Sucks in the moisture.
we're in an area where it's very humid.
Yeah,
Like,
it just traps
all-
moisture.
It just traps all the moisture and it just rusts.
Yep.
I mean, my Oklahoma Joe has had a cover on it since day one, and I am on my second paint job, and I've like sanded
See,
it down.
that's trash. I
I've
can't-
sanded it down and like repainted it so it looks good because I like fine things.
I'd like to put I'm going to put a charcoal grill in the shipping container buried in the yard.
There
Just
you
smoke
go.
that bitch out.
No, we'll just get like an exhaust fan from a
Put a
restaurant.
hood system in there.
Yeah.
All right. So
Then we can smoke cigars down there. Too.
I need the listener. Well, clearly that's where we're going to
Yeah,
smoke cigars.
of course.
Because the bar is not good enough.
And like
I don't have enough land, so I'm literally having to bury shit in the yard.
That would be so dope, though. Usually, I'm like the Debbie Downer of the group, telling you not to.
You are the
spend your
fact that
money.
you're in on this.
I'm in on this.
can we get a skylight? Like a piped skylight?
It's
A
just
mirrored skylight. That'd be
literally
cool.
just a pipe, though. Like I don't want kids can't walk on this shit, but there has to be some ventilation, right?
Yeah, you
No,
gotta have
like-
ventilation.
Like Home Depot sells like a pipe setup skylight where it's just like a little dome that like sits on top of your house and like takes all the all the sunlight and just magnifies
Refracts it.
The pipe is mirrored, so like
No way.
yeah,
So,
like-
I'm getting more light.
So
Yes.
the sun doesn't have to be coming straight down to get
From
in.
anywhere.
Yeah, like it comes in, hits the sides, and bounces all the way down.
and it looks like a little like
they come
dome.
in different sizes,
yeah. Well, I want small.
and they don't have to be straight. Like the skylight.
So I could put it
be
up here on the hill?
and it could go.
Oh, 'cause I can
it could
refract
go on
the
an
light
angle.
throughout
Yeah,
it.
it has 45s in it, so it can like be moved around.
Shut the front door. Dude, we're building this.
so people
right?
can't even like look down in.
We're
there.
building this.
Yeah.
I think this has to happen. I want this.
I'm with
I
you.
want the booze out of the house. I want to go outside and go, honey, I'm going to get the booze.
That would help your drinking too. Like you would drink less.
I find that if I keep the booze out just here,
Yeah.
right, just in the pallet house, the fact that I have to leave the house, walk across the yard, and go into the room to get it, it makes you rethink that drink. You
Yeah.
go, I'm going to get a drink. If it's right next to you, you just pour the drink.
Yeah.
But if you're like, I have to make an effort, but I'm going to pass the water on the way, there's part of you that goes, maybe I should get a water.
or
Yeah.
the couch. Like
Yeah.
oh, there's the couch.
It
Or
does.
sparkling water. You're like, oh, I'll just have this.
But this way, like the good wine is out of reach. You
Yeah.
have to go get it. I kind of want this.
And then your kids don't have their grubby hands on it.
And
either.
and listeners out there, if any of you are able to assist in this,
And not send us chips as hot as hell.
yeah, like a better friend,
Yeah.
be more boo boo, less Nick.
Yes.
Be very helpful.
Oh God, these are. Just
Hey, we should
staring
do
me- Yeah, they're
these.
just staring me in the face.
I forgot about these.
You want to do the deli first, or
Yeah, that's fair. Let's
We
do
should.
the
that way, that way you have a deli to like wash that chip down.
No. I think that's right. We'll do the deli and then we'll never taste again. It seems fair.
I did buy. Joe and I stopped at Publix on the way to buy some anti-mouth burny antidotes for our one chip challenge.
So you know the way they do the one chip challenge online is they say how long can you hold out from having a drink of anything?
Yeah.
You need more than that, Troy?
No, that's good. I mean, that's zero, right? Like no one could actually have you. I haven't looked any
I'm
up
just saying,
because
I
I've been
would-
avoiding it.
I would like to volunteer that our one chip challenge is just eat the fucking chip.
The whole chip.
Yeah. That's our challenge. If you can eat the whole fucking chip, get it down in your gullet.
You get a high five from me.
Yeah, and then that's it. Like there is
Okay.
no how long can you hold out from drink? I don't give a shit.
If you chase it with fucking milk, like so be it.
So be it.
Okay.
I don't give a shit. Now I will.
I don't care if you like chug this Pepto Bismol, the honey.
I got
I
honey.
don't.
nuts.
I don't want the Pepto Bismol. I don't want any of this shit. I will drink that probiotic thing you had.
I got a liquid
'Cause
yogurt.
My
probiotic.
body's going to desperately need some probiotics.
I bought some bread. I heard that was good. Honey, I heard was good.
So today we are drinking the Mad Tree Brewery, the Summer Camp Hazy IPA. It is shocking how many breweries there are in America.
Where did you get
They
this?
just keep coming up.
They're everywhere. Oh, well, that's average at best. I can't even tell where this was brewed.
You may look at it.
Yeah, if someone has eyes.
Or a phone.
So that is the Mad Tree.
Limited release.
Limited release.
Mad Tree Brewing. Since you in Cincinnati.
Is it a Cincinnati?
This is 2 Cincinnati's in a row.
He had another.
This was like you guys did the milk swap, milk stout last week.
Well, he also has another one. Was Rind whatever.
Didn't you bring that one back
Yeah,
from your?
but this is a different
Rust
one.
Belt tour.
Yeah, when I went to Indiana.
Yeah.
This Mad Tree has a very interesting label. Lakes, trails, cabins. Looks like it's an outdoor camping scene.
It was designed for Stu.
Yes.
Like Stu would love the advertisingness
Cool
of
colors
the
on it.
So
label. The colors are wasted on you, kind of like the foliage.
I see orange.
Oh, that's good because they get some blues in there too, and some cottages.
Blue, greens, oranges.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give an honest review of craftbeerbox.com.
This is the monthly beer thing you got
Yeah.
signed up for?
Craftbeerbox.com. I was given a subscription because I'd done a lot of work for somebody and they were like, thank you so much for everything. We know you're a drunk. You'll probably like beer. So they gave me a 2-month option for craftbeerbox.com.
Which you renewed for the entire year.
No, so I went to claim my gift, and Craft Beer Box said, "Oh, we don't have anywhere on our website for you to enter that code."
Oh, nice.
And I said, "Oh, that's awkward," because I was given a thing with the code.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere to redeem a code on your website. So I emailed them, and they didn't respond. I called them.
Because they're on the other side going, bitch, we got your money.
Yeah. So then I called them, and it just rang. There's no answering machine. There's no. It
Checks out.
just rings. I go to their Facebook page. No Facebook page. There's a link on their site
To a Facebook
page, but it's a lie. It's just a little Facebook logo. Doesn't go to anything. So I'm thinking, boy, this is kind of fucking shady. So I decided to make it a thing where I put a notification every Monday. Email Craft Beer Box. These fucking bitches. And I emailed them every week. Every week.
Wow.
I remember you talking about this when you got this.
It was heartbreaking. So every week I'm emailing them and I'm like, hey, I've got this code. Here's the code. I'm trying to redeem it. I'm supposed to get 2 craft beer boxes.
Was that 6 beers, 12 beers? Do you even
12
know?
beers. So a case of beer is what I was getting.
So 2 12-packs.
And this poor person paid like $80.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they
for a
paid.
case of beer.
All these box things are a fucking ripoff,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
it was $80 is what the value is.
There's a lot that are.
They do
but
the
there's-
value thing where it's like, it's valued at $99. It's like, there might be $99 worth of crap in there if I bought it all individually, but chances are I want only half of it anyway. So you're giving me half a box of shit.
So I do this. This lasted 3 months.
Every
3
week.
months. Every week.
Joe, do you have one that you think is good? Do you know of one?
I've had the Birchbox for men.
I've heard
I
Birchbox.
did that for 2 years. I loved it.
But that's different. That's like a legitimate company.
Yeah, it is a legitimate company. This is I don't know where this is from. It might be
So what
like
kind of shit did you get? Like shaving shit?
I got shaving shit, but there's also
Man shit.
there's also like a gadget or like
a tool?
like something
Like
like,
a
that.
Leatherman or something.
like a Leatherman koozies, finger gloves that like you can type on hats.
Stuff you like.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like
Yeah.
a couple of
Aren't they like
Ice
40
Cube
$50
things.
bucks a month though?
It was
It's just not cheap.
I mean, I think it was like $210 for the year. So
That's not bad.
That's
which
not
isn't
too
bad. I have a friend that has done the bespoke.
Bespoke
And-
post.
Yeah, this bespoke post, and he loves it. Like he did it for he got it for a year, and he got some really cool, interesting things.
So allow those to both be two recommendations that we can get behind.
Yeah,
Right
Well,
there.
we've all heard of these.
Yeah. Well, Craft Beer Box is a fucking turd. And it took me about 3 months before I finally was able to find something. Like they changed their website and they allowed me to claim something. And they never responded to me. Not once.
Oh, wow.
Not once. I put my thing in and they were like, cool, we'll send you your first box. And that first box chewed up $50 of my $80 gift card
Yep.
to send me the first box. So now I'm like, I don't have enough for the
12
second
beers
box.
for $50.
So now I don't have enough to get the second box. So they're like, you can re-up. I'm like, I'm not fucking re-upping, you sacks of shit. Then they sent me the beers. They're literally all Cincinnati beers.
All of them?
Everyone. I have your Rheingeist,
Yeah.
which we had tried.
Yeah.
So that is why the last 2 weeks we've had Cincinnati beers. And now there's
So are
another.
they out of Cincinnati, we're guessing?
No, but they just got like some hookup.
But,
in
like, are
Cincinnati.
they
Well, must
legit?
be out. No,
I mean-
they're bullshit. man.
Okay.
They're bullshit. So
I'm not
my
even sure if
review,
these breweries are like
my review of Craft Beer Box is out of 5 stars. If we're allowed to go half, I'll go half star because I did get some beer.
Yeah.
But if I have to
But
go,
you wouldn't have if you didn't fucking put in
No,
a ton
for
of
3
work.
months.
Yeah.
But if I have to give a star, I'll go 1. But if I could
So-
say 0, I'd say 0.
So getting this Mad Tree is like getting the 8th best local Richmond brewery in your box. Like it's like you want award-winning
Yeah.
beers. You want good beers.
I'm not
No,
even
this
sure if it's
is
the
not-
8th best brewery in Richmond.
Well, hold
Like,
on.
Well, I'm saying
Let's-
in Cincinnati.
Let's
like,
go ahead
it's
and review the
equivalent.
beer. Let's not go ahead and bury the. Troy, what do you think of this beer?
You, without even doing it, summed up the beer and nailed it immediately. Average at best. It is average at best. Not awful, not good. It's average at best. I give it a 2.5. Some hophead will fucking love it. I don't think it's that good, but it's average at best.
Okay,
I mean, I am a hophead. I love hoppy beers.
oh, he's gonna
Like,
love this beer. He's gonna
No,
love this beer.
actually,
No, this
it's
is
like-
super exciting. Okay, here we go.
I mean, I do love hoppy beers.
no, but this is gonna be
But,
great
like,
for you.
It's not there. Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
Not enough hops?
Like this. Like you put it on the nose, you're getting all the pineapple-y.
It tastes like every
Wonderfulness,
other
but it
average
ta-
beer, hoppy beer
Correct.
that's out there.
You could put this can in a nondescript koozie, and I wouldn't know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it tastes like it could be Hardywood Single, it could be Stone IPA, and those are 2 beers that I enjoy, but like,
I wouldn't
Doesn't
even
make
say they're
difference.
that good. It's just the average beer.
So what are you gonna give it, Joe?
like I'm going with maybe a 2.5.
Which one?
I'm struggling with 2.5.
Struggling at 2.5.
I'll call the 2.5, but I'm not happy about it.
All right, allow me to correct your score. This is a fucking 2. This beer is shit. It's got hops, but then it's got all of that like Topps chewing gum chalk
Yeah.
in the background. This beer can lick it. They call it a hazy IPA. I'll give them the IPA.
Yeah.
The hazy has been missed. I do not like this beer. Let me find a pleasant note.
Good luck.
The end of it, it's the end note. It's the end note. It's the
end note.
The end note's right there.
But the end note, here's how fucked up this is. The end note here is the same end note you get from a just above average bourbon. That is the end note you get. Whatever, and that should never be the end note that I'm taking out of an IPA. That's a two at best.
So the good news is next time you're in Cincinnati, swing by the 12th best brewery they have there and have a fucking Mad Tree hazy IPA.
How about this?
You're never going to find this
Don't
anywhere.
go to a brewery in Cincinnati.
Well, there's that.
Just
Go
go
to
to
a
chili.
TGI Fridays
Yeah.
or Chili's, and just go get yourself a Bud Light or a Miller Lite. If they have Guinness on draft, might I recommend trying the Guinness?
I think Joe was saying just eat the chili because you're in Cincinnati.
Oh, well, I
No,
was.
actually go to Chili's. I love listening to the podcast, and like the conversation between you guys last week was like
Pick your poison. Troy.
about Fridays, Chili's and Applebee's. I was like, I'd have to go Applebee's. Like, I mean, if I'm gonna reek of like bad decisions and horribleness, like
Saw the local Fridays closed.
the one right there at the
Right on
Sheraton,
Midlow. Yeah.
that's horrible.
This shit, we're opening this one chip
I'm
challenge.
opening the Web Chip Challenge right now, man.
This is scary.
Oh shit! They left this bitch inside of a hole.
Yeah, I mean,
It
you want
comes
the
in a
gloves or
package.
something like that?
Oh, hold on. There's some warnings here.
Oh, yeah.
Tongue takeover, shock the senses, surge of tears, jolt to the gut, voltage overload. Okay, I don't like any of those.
How long can you last before you short circuit?
1 minute,
1 minute
powerless.
Stereo here.
Go ahead, Joe.
10 minutes powerful. 30 minutes supercharged. 1 hour invincible. That's not how that works, bud. Like,
Rules for the challenge.
Fuck your rules. I'm not.
Eat
I'm
the
not.
entire chip. Prove it. Show us your tongue. Wait for as long as possible before drinking or
showing
eating
you my
anything.
tongue.
Post your reaction on social media with one chip challenge and mention Paqui chips. Dude, don't touch the chip.
Okay, Troy, my chip is intact.
Oh, Lord. Here, you're going to need these wet wipes because it's on your finger now.
It is on my finger, and you're making me nervous, more nervous than I need to be. I don't feel like this is an issue. We're just gonna eat the chip, dude. It's literally one tortilla chip. I mean, how
it's
can
a
this?
blue chip.
How can this be a fucking issue? It's literally one chip.
I mean,
What could go wrong, Troy?
Everything. Everything could go wrong here.
I'm gonna eat.
My
this is like a fart in an elevator coming at you.
Your
Oh,
chip
Lord.
looks intact too.
It does. You're just going to shove the whole thing in your mouth?
No, I'm gonna nibble it.
It's gonna sound like my prom date.
I can tell you, it doesn't smell bad.
Oh, the hell it doesn't. The hell it doesn't.
No, I mean it smells bad, but it doesn't smell like it's going to burn.
Are we
It's
doing
just
this at the same time? Are we going to run a timer?
I wish Be Real would come in right now, dude.
I'm just recording because I have to do this for you guys.
Troy, I'm gonna get a picture. I'm not usually a selfie guy, but I want to get a picture of us with our chips in our hands. That's the last time we'll look cool.
Oh, Lord.
For those who are about to die, we salute you. Enjoy.
Those about to rock. So, Joe,
For those about to rock,
You're going to have to speak.
Can you
you're gonna
pad?
Commentate.
I'm gonna have to. So,
all right, Troy,
cheers to the chip,
I'm gonna eat a one chip challenge right now.
and we're gonna enjoy this. So
Here we go.
Troy's got the red, and Brendan's got the blue, and they're going. They're into it.
Fuck me.
There's the first one of holy shit. Troy still hasn't uttered anything. Kind of worried about that one. Brendan's gripping for strength, and there it is.
It's really hot. It's not so much the lips as the
That-
throat.
Troy's nose is going up. There it is. Troy's holding on. I like this. I mean, if this was actually a challenge, I'm putting my money on Troy, but this is a great one.
My body's rejecting.
Your body rejects most things. Joke's on you. I traded Troy's to make a nacho. I mean, how are we doing, guys? I mean,
It's hot. My mouth is burning. Whew, that's hot.
I feel like I'm a puke.
I thought it was nothing. Just tell me when you want the yogurt and milk. Oh, God, it's coming on.
it's back building. So we've got.
Have I made it a minute yet?
I'm not even really 100% sure.
I'm gonna drink something. It's hurting.
I wasn't timing it. How we doing, Brendan? You got tears?
I'm gonna drink Mad Tree. It's bad.
Want your yogurt?
Yogurt? You want bourbon? You want the milk, or you want a piece of
Oh, it's
white
getting
bread?
worse.
I really feel bad for these guys, but also it's like a train crash. I just can't take my eyes off the guys.
It's bad. It's getting worse.
Oh my drool.
Oh god, yeah.
Here's some handy wipes.
Drooling so much.
I feel like what was the guy in Rocky's corner?
Oh lord. It's not going away.
This is. I wish there was somebody else here that could like help me fill time, but I'm like, I mean, we're pulling strings here. Troy's gone to the milk.
Oh shit.
Troy's gone to the milk. Brendan's still on yogurt.
It's really hot. I won't lie.
Both their eyes are like dilated.
Nothing's making it go away.
If I threw up, that'd be cool.
Here, you want to slice some bread? I really.
Yeah, I want some bread.
I feel like I ended up driving home.
Oh shit. Nothing's helping. I don't want bread.
You might. The bread might help. I mean, you can't wipe the tears out of your eyes. Hey, Nick, you're an asshole, by the way. Nick is now the least favorite person in the building right now.
Oh shit. I literally. Wait, I hit point.
We definitely should have
Where I was just drooling.
waited for another person so I had somebody else to talk to. We're now doing shots of honey.
Oh Lord.
How'd that taste? Better?
No.
No.
Everything hurts.
You want to just squeeze it into your mouth?
No, I don't want to be here.
You want a beer or you don't want to be here? I mean,
The latter.
Neither. Everything hurts in my mouth. Oh Lord.
I can only imagine.
This is probably one of the worst challenges I've seen. Like, I mean, I can understand the cinnamon challenge way back when. I don't know if we ever did that one. That one hurt a lot of people. It hurt me. I couldn't do it. Couldn't drink a gallon of milk in a sitting.
Give me a wipe, Joe. I'm
Yeah,
dying.
wipe. I'm wiping. Now the wipe guy.
Oh Lord. It hurts to talk.
This is when we should probably hit the. This is a really good pod button, but like, I feel for our listeners.
Oh no! Someone peed in my pants!
Yeah, somebody's out with pee on my pants right now. I probably should have peed before we did, you guys ate the chip.
It's not going away. I'm drinking everything I can and it still hurts. Oh my God.
You want? Shit. I have no idea what to give.
I don't know if I want the Pepto yet.
There's a huge puddle of spit under my feet.
Bread. Need milk?
No.
Did the honey help?
No.
No, yeah. I put some in too.
So,
Did the yogurt help at all or no?
yeah, I don't
No,
know.
nothing's helping.
In my whole mouth, it fucking feels like pain. Talking makes it hotter.
The air just acidating. it?
Yeah, and moving the mouth.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hate Nick. Oh, I hate Nick so much.
There's a pain.
I'm not even really sure who Nick is, but he's an asshole.
There's a new pain. It's in my stomach.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's going to hurt coming and going.
I'm gonna have to leave you guys for a minute so I can go pee.
No, don't fucking do it.
I don't want to throw up, but I kind of do.
I'm afraid it'll hurt. Throw up.
Yeah.
You want the Yeti? You want to throw up the Yeti? I mean, it makes ice. Going to the milk.
Yeah.
It might. You want some Miller Lite? Kahlua? I don't know what.
No, milk is like a reprieve for like a few seconds. My stomach hurts really bad.
So this is probably one of the stupidest challenges like on the face of the planet.
Yeah,
Like-
for sure.
I mean, you get a really cool. I crushed it thing because you did crush it. You're a fucking champion. And
That sounds awful.
that sounds like it hurt. I haven't seen your eyes this bloodshot since that Dead concert.
Yeah, that adds up.
You change your mind now, Brendan? You were like all gun ho.
No regrets.
No regrets either.
No regrets.
It's gonna hurt so bad for a while. My mouth's at a level of fire that I
I've definitely never felt this kind of pain.
I mean, I've had Reaper, but I haven't had the combination of those two peppers before.
Oh yeah, it's the two.
Like, I mean, I can't stand wing sauce, and I've made wing sauces before that.
You don't like wet wings?
I don't wet wing. No, I don't. Like, I'm a dry wing guy. Like, and I like the Cajuns. And I think the only wet wing I like is Parmesan garlic.
That's a good one.
That's a great one. If you've ever had
It's so
it,
much better than this chip challenge.
it's 100% better than this chip challenge.
The only time my mouth doesn't hurt is when milk is actively in it.
Literally, no, I'm agreeing with you. I'm like to talk. I have to. Oh shit.
Yeah. You got to hold the milk in your mouth. And then
I can switch it around and then make
Yeah.
a sentence, and then I have to stop and get more milk.
Yeah. It's not helping.
We should have definitely waited for the M4K guys to be here for this because they might have had more fun. And at least we could have like then
Join
talked
our
about
team.
M4K.
It's for a good cause.
And everybody should join our team. I made $1,000 last year. It was probably one of my best, like the best feeling I've ever had in my entire life. I mean, I've got two great kids, but like, you know, helping other kids that don't have the ability to help themselves, it's there. I mean, and then watching Troy get the Wolf Award. I mean, it was it wasn't just for him. I mean, he brought me in. You guys like have opened your arms into
You're
the
doing
pallet
great,
house.
Joe. You're doing great.
I know. Reaching into the bowel, like the
So much-
subcockle.
So much better than Stu.
That's saying a lot.
Oh my God. My stomach hurts. My
But
whole
like the
body hurts.
Dude, this is a fucking horrible challenge. This is stupid.
I knew this was going to be awful.
It's really hot.
We should have got a gallon of milk. We
Yeah, we
definitely should have
should've.
got a gallon of milk.
God, we might run out of milk. Oh no.
Dude, we're literally doing a gallon milk challenge
Yeah.
and didn't even realize it.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go and talk to your wife about getting more milk. She's not awake. I could just go in my
We're
room.
going to eat so much.
No, I'm starting to come around.
We're going to drink so much milk, we're going to puke.
Hey, that wouldn't be the worst thing.
I don't want it coming back up at this point.
Little known fact, dude, it's gonna come out one way or another.
I think I
Yeah, but it might not. I mean, it might not burn as much as it could.
Remember, don't touch your mouth or eyes or anything.
Yeah, keep wiping your hands
Yeah. Good call.
and your tongue and
Your nose and your mouth.
the tonsils.
Oh shit, dude. That's a stupid thing. That's not fun at
I
all.
mean, I told you we should have done this in the Miata so that it wouldn't be the hottest thing you've ever put in your mouth. Oh. But no, we had to do it in the pallet house.
I can't even defend the jokes.
I know. I
can't defend myself from
this
the
is like the
barbs.
best thing in the entire world.
Oh, Nick. You're an awful, awful person.
Holy shit, dude.
I never would thought to buy this for anyone I care about.
No.
I wouldn't buy this for people I don't care about.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I
Like,
wouldn't do that. I wouldn't wish this on my
I mean,
worst
there are
enemy.
there are people in my neighborhood that I am not fans of. That I don't think. I mean, I've got meth heads on a corner away from me. I'm not going to be like, hey, by the way, here's a 1-chip challenge.
Yeah, I don't wish that upon you. That burp hurts my stomach. It's making my stomach gargle when you burp.
It burns when I burp.
Yeah,
You guys are going to have to hold it down. I'm about to fucking burst my
go pee.
bladder.
I think we can talk.
I think we can talk.
I hope
can-
so.
Troy. The gut.
What are your thoughts?
I'm not getting rid of the mouth pain. The mouth pain is real.
Yeah,
I can't get over that. That is horrible. But there is a writhing gut pain that is coming up.
my mouth pain is subsiding, but my gut is starting to hurt more and more.
Yeah, like my gut is starting to become. But as I talk, talking's horrible.
Yes.
Hurts.
What doesn't help that like the gut has a ton of milk in it now, some non-alcoholic beer, a bubbly water, a sub from earlier, some honey. I might have to open that Pepto just to help the digestion
I literally am slipping because
in all your spit.
yeah. Did you drool everywhere?
No, but I saw you were drooling like a madman.
I just turned my head down.
Yeah, and drool was just pouring out.
It was like I was peeing.
It was coming out both ends at that point.
My heart's starting to race.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I mean,
feeling
that's the capsaicin. Like, it's good.
that's
like,
a thing. But my
Yeah.
heart's racing.
Well, it says on there,
I mean, it's going to do that. Your body's going to.
your body's going. Our
It's got-
bodies are going through shock right now. Like,
Yes, they're gonna start pumping out
it's
and
fighting
like,
off.
everything they can do to, like, kind of cool your body down.
Does this cause cancer?
I'm surprisingly not
like,
sweating. I thought the sweats would come.
I mean, if I'd eaten that, I mean, as a bald guy, like the sweat drips are gonna come up and over the pole. Like I'm gonna be like it's gonna be sweating over my eyebrows.
I hate this. I hate everything about this. I'm not having fun.
No, this is not a good time.
Worst episode ever.
Are you?
I mean, there's been way worse episodes that I've been on.
I tell you, I'm glad that Joe and I stopped and got the milk and the yogurt and everything. Because
Dude,
Yeah,
if
if we've gone dry into this, I mean, this is like my prom date all over again.
Oh,
We're just
God.
going dry. It's horrible.
I'm really uncomfortable. Like my gut is really uncomfortable.
I have a feeling sleeping's gonna suck tonight.
Well, I think both should like do a double shot of pink love here, and hit the Pepto because that's gonna definitely help.
I don't want the Pepto because I'm afraid I won't shit.
Who gives a-
Pepto isn't it?
It doesn't like Pepto. It's not gonna make you. It's not gonna not make you.
It says
shit.
anti-diarrheal.
Yeah, no, I'll eat Tums before I'll eat Pepto.
Okay.
You got any Tums?
It relieves heartburn, indigestion, nausea,
Sorry.
upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yeah, I know the song.
I love that like Troy still has all the humor that he usually does, and his forehead is still just dry as a bone.
My sinuses are not.
No, they're not. They're coming down.
What beer cup did I just grab?
So the Mad Tree or Shit Tree.
Oh, like I don't even know where that just came from. I
know
just
where it
grabbed.
came from.
God bless it.
That wasn't my milk cup, was it? No, this is my milk cup.
it tasted bad.
It was probably a milk cup.
Oh, yeah, that looks like it might have had some milk in it. I thought this was my milk cup. Oh,
And
that
see
was
what,
your
like-
milk cup you filled.
Oh, I don't know which one. Well, one of them's like fuck it, fuck everything.
So I understand like getting like building better vegetables and building better like meat or whatever, but building hotter peppers to me never like this is a frat boy thing. Like this is the stupidest
You gonna take a
challenge
picture of
there
that?
is. I mean, we're talking about like
I'm gonna have some
mean-
of this Pepto.
we said
No,
the
I'm with
Carolina
you, like-
we said the Carolina Reaper was at 2 million Scovilles, and like that's hot as shit to begin with.
I'm with you, Joe. Like as someone who likes spicy food, when it starts to burn your mouth and hurt, like, what's the enjoyment
But
of that?
there's no enjoyment in that. There's no like I can't see it at all. I love my chili like hot as fuck. Yeah, that looks like curdled
That's
milk.
curdled milk and beer.
Yeah.
It's making me sick just looking at that now.
You want to throw that
throw
out
it
for
away.
you? Get it-
Yeah, please just throw that in the trash. I just fucking
You just drank that?
I didn't know I was drinking milk beer. And now I'm
I
like,
thought milk beer was in this one.
no, I didn't. I couldn't tell, but that one definitely curdled. Dude,
You need a new cup? Yeah.
I got all new. Yeah. I'm like, I've been reduced to a fucking child.
You seem a little out of it.
I'm not good. I'm working through some things, man.
I should have brought you some weed.
My stomach is really in a lot of pain.
I'm drinking a shot of Pepto.
I didn't think the pain would be that substantial on the.
I mean, I've mixed up chipotle peppers.
Chipotle peppers mixing up. This is different, dude. This is Carolina Reaper and Scorpion. Hey, thanks for the beer, Joe.
Oh, Lord.
So I've mixed up chipotle peppers like as a like Thai bird chilies and some ghost peppers and made a wing sauce. And when I used to do that,
For your enemies?
well, for a restaurant I used to work at in Baltimore, we had 40
one of
different-
those like crazy
40,
challenges?
40 different wings on there. And it was called Finnegan's Wake. And it also had this little, like, looked like an airplane bottle of called 357 Magnum. And it was 6 million Scoville units. It was a concentrated capsaicin, which is the liquid that's in a pepper that makes it hot.
Which is what we just had a bunch of.
Correct. And like the only time that I could make this sauce,
How do they even get that much pepper on that?
I don't know how
it's
it works.
like they grind it down to a salt and then like put it all on there.
Yeah, I think it's like a powder. The chips were like covered in a powder.
I mean, it's probably like
I wouldn't
the same
be
way you
surprised.
make like garlic powder or garlic salt. You just grind the pepper, concentrating it all
Did
together.
someone just put a dip in? Anyone have a dip in?
Oh, you smell the Pepto.
Pepto.
Oh, I'm like, all I smell is dip, and I just want to fucking puke. I am like,
Yeah, it's peppermint from the Pepto.
yeah, I am not doing well. My stomach is like cramping at a level that I never. My mouth is cleared. I can speak.
Yeah.
I can speak. I'm back.
My mouth is at 85, 90%. Like I can still tell there's
Oh, there's pain,
some residual.
but there is a god awful situation
Yeah,
going on down below.
I'm getting happy feet. Like with
Oh, my
'cause
feet won't stop moving.
My stomach's like doing things. And I'm just like, oh god.
Yeah, I am borderline vomit. Borderline
shit.
vomit. I'm not there yet. It hasn't made it that far through the system. But my whole system's like, you're a fucking asshole.
No, I could.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like a vomit could happen.
My right eye, strangely, is burning.
You might have rubbed it.
I think I rubbed something.
Grab a wet wipe and wipe it out.
I did. I've already done this. I'll do it again.
Can't do it enough.
I am on the verge of shutting down this episode.
I mean,
I don't blame you.
I wouldn't.
There is literally a puddle of drool at my feet.
And piss.
Yeah, there could be some pee in there.
Oh no! Someone peed in my pants!
It's definitely a good podcast.
Nick, you were a good friend.
Objection! Hearsay!
Yes. I'm
I
really,
dispute that fact that Nick's a good friend.
I'm really gonna give him hell on Sunday when I see him because I am not happy about.
Oh,
this.
wow. This is a new, I didn't expect this. I'm getting a raging headache.
Oh, that's fun.
Up in here. That's cool. Up in here. Up in here.
I also wasn't expecting to turn around and seeing the Cardinals beating the hell out of the Saints.
Especially after I bet on them. I
Yeah.
expect that. But I'm so hot right now.
Good thing I have Kyler Murray.
Get it? I'm so hot right now.
It's getting hot in here.
Speaking of things that are hot, I really do enjoy the new fireplace here in the pallet house.
That's from Lowe's.
It's a great little thing. I mean,
It's nice, right?
as a orange apron wearing employee, I love the fact that you called me for a Lowe's problem.
Yeah, well,
It
I
was
wanted
great.
to-
Like, I'm enjoying my day out in the wood shop,
You were
making
the-
bookcases and stuff like that.
You
and-
were the closest thing I had
yeah,
to an answer. I get it was the wrong place.
so I agree. And I mean, Lowe's is where you go to decorate your house.
Isn't that the truth? Is that
Home Depot is where you go to build it.
I honestly feel the same way about Lowe's and Home Depot. Like Home Depot is. All right, this is gonna sound sexist, but I also I don't have the wherewithal to fight through my thoughts right now.
no.
Home Depot's for men, like workers. It could be women or men workers. How about that?
Well, it was built for pros. Like, it was built for
Yeah.
the professional contractor.
But you feel it when you walk in, right?
And, like,
Home
it's-
Depot is for building the house. Lowe's is for finishing the house out.
correct.
Well, that's what Joe just said.
But actually decorating the house. Like,
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Doing
Like-
finish work.
But when you walk in a Home Depot,
Well, no, but it's like when you talk about finishing the work, like the mold, like the molding and stuff like that, you can still get like by the foot what you need at Home Depot, whereas I had
Yes.
to buy an 8-foot stick at Lowe's.
you know what's funny is you're not a Lowe's guy, right? You're a Home Depot.
I am for certain.
No, but you're-
things,
you-
But I am. Yes, I am a Home Depot.
You are a Home Depot guy.
Yeah.
Like that is your place.
It was there before. Like that's where I went before even I worked there. There was a
That's
reason
what
why
I'm
I went to work there.
But now you
Begin-
love Home Depots. You work there. Like you're a Home Depot guy.
Yeah.
So I called you because I had a Lowe's problem. Because in my mind, the customer service at Lowe's and Home Depot should
Retail
be,
is retail.
should be one and the same.
Correct.
So I was just like, what level am I going to deal with here, right?
Correct.
So you told me something. You go, where'd you buy it? So I told you where I bought it, the Lowe's I bought it at. And you go, and where are you trying to take it? And I told you the Lowe's I was trying to take it to. And you go, oh yeah, those dummies at that place don't know anything. They'll do whatever.
They'll take back. I mean, I returned Home Depot stuff to them.
No,
Gotten money because you know what? I was in the neighborhood and it was like, I'm not dragging this stuff all the way back to the house. I finished my job.
no. So I thought it was hilarious that you had that insight. You go, no, they're fucking idiots. They'll do whatever. So I go to that.
I like the idea that
particular
there's
Lowe's.
Lowe's and Home Depot like inner gangs between the
No,
two. Like
but he knew
they
that.
have like pride. Like we're South Side, we're North Side, we're West
But
End.
he knew as a Home Depot guy that the Lowe's, he goes, between the two Lowe's, you got a shot at this one because this one's like more in the city. And so I go to the city one, right? And I'm like, hey, I bought this over there. There's no more left. Online, it says you have them here. And the girl goes, well, let me check. And then she calls her manager, and the manager's like, but he didn't buy it here. And I hear this, and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker right here. Like, I'm trying to return this thing. It's busted. Like, I want to exchange it for it. You're a Lowe's. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, Joe said these are the dummies, right? I didn't realize there was like inner retail like battles, right?
Oh yeah.
So she looks at me, she calls her manager, she goes back and forth, she goes, this chick's not calling me back. She's like, screw it, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, that's exactly what Joe said would happen. And so she goes, I'm just gonna make it happen because it's the right thing to do. I won't wait on the manager. So she
And you just said the thing that goes through every piece of training that we do with like going with customer service
what's the right thing to do?
is what's the right thing to do. Making the customer happy is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Which is
Which means making the customer go away.
correct.
Yes, happy.
Yeah.
Go away happy.
Well, this
it's good-
motherfucker ain't gonna leave until he gets his way. So get him the hell out
And
of
like
here.
if he's happy, even if he got over on us, like
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go to Lowe's. I'm gonna tell him that go
Yeah.
in here.
So here was my favorite part of the way this conversation ends. She goes, screw it, I'm going to do it. I'm hook it up. She hooks it up. And then she looks at my receipt as I was leaving. And I was like, hey, do I need a new receipt? Like, just in case this one's busted. And she looks at it and she's like, nah, this one will be good. You bought this at store 319. They suck. And I was like, respect. And I walked out. Like when I saw that infighting.
There is definitely like a store to store battle with a lot of the stores, and like I worked at a couple of stores around the area, and know a bunch of people that work in a bunch of the different stores, and like you talk smack about everybody else's store. Like
Yeah, no
you
one
did,
does
like,
it as well as.
And
you
that
do
was it. She was like, nah, this one will be fine. That store sucks. That was why it went wrong. I was
Yeah.
like, hell yeah. I like that little infighting in the retail.
It's how you get. Like there's so many ways to
There's
get
infighting
over
between my colon, my stomach,
Yeah.
and I'm
and your
dying.
esophagus.
Yeah, I'm feeling worse as time goes on.
But it's just shifting. It's where the pain,
Yeah.
the pain is shifting. You don't feel the burning in here, and,
No,
and
it's
I'm
not
I'm
burn.
pointing to my diaphragm. You don't feel the burning in the diaphragm. What you feel is a horrible uncomfortability
Yeah.
because you don't have nerve endings there that are like, "Hey, this is spicy." You have nerve endings that are like, "Hey, we're really cramping up right now."
The nerve endings are like, what is this foreign substance that you?
We
I
already-
mean, we've basically poisoned our bodies at this point.
There's
I'm not having fun.
No,
There's
not
too
at
much,
all.
There's too much acid in your belly right now for that much spice.
There's more acid in my belly than at Woodstock.
99 or original?
Clearly the original. It's fucking meth in 99. Yeah, but that is a new fireplace. I like it.
I do like it. I mean,
It's a nice addition.
it's bigger,
I
so
mean
it fills
that,
up
like
the
that. And
space better.
that and
But
Stu's
it's
license
also
plate
not
is perfect.
But it's also not too big.
No,
You know what I mean? Like
It's
just
better than the one that
tall.
was there before.
The one that was there before.
It was a little one.
It was itty bitty, man.
Yeah.
But it was literally all I could afford when I was building this place. I mean, I was so far in debt. This is how the shipping container in the yard will be. I'll be so in debt when it goes in the yard that it'll look like shit.
yeah.
But you fast forward 8 years, it'll look nicer.
So
I had a picture pop up on my Facebook of about 8 years ago last week where it was the pallet house.
And we're building it.
Yeah, well, we didn't have the pallet wall on yet.
But we had the TVs
the
up.
40-inch TVs, the super small TVs.
Yep.
And
which is
like-
not a super small TV. Like by today's standards it is, but you know what I mean? Like a 40-inch TV when I was a kid, holy
Oh,
shit.
yeah. 40 would have been a
13-inch
screen.
was good.
I got a 27, and I thought it was like living large.
Dude, I bought a 27 when I was in college, and all I thought was, I'm going to get so
Much
laid.
laid.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna get laid. Look at my TV.
I bought my buddy's used 32-inch television. This was after college, and I bought it used for $250, which was a lot of money.
Which now you can get a 40 for.
Oh God! And I remember sitting in,
250. That's 2 tabs at Buddy's.
I remember. I remember sitting in front of that 32-inch TV, saying, "This is like sitting in front of a movie screen." Like
Yep.
I thought it was something.
I remember playing like FIFA, the soccer game, like when that came out on a 32-inch TV, and we sat on the coffee table, and it was like, this is the biggest TV I've ever seen in my entire life.
Life has changed, man.
Yeah, there was like Samsung came out with a wall that's like 7 feet tall and 11 feet wide, and you can get for $15,000.
You know what else is 7 feet tall and 15 feet wide?
You're calling right now.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I am
Are
insane.
you getting worse?
My stomach is.
Yeah.
I mean, as it goes down lower, everything's getting more painful. I mean, this is.
This is just epically horrible. I feel for you guys. I feel for the listeners that have listened to my diatribe of like just boringness.
Or your diatribe was bad too.
I know
I
it
feel
sucked.
I feel bad for everyone involved, especially Brendan and myself. But again, I just don't understand why Nick thought this was a good idea.
Oh, he knew.
We should have said no.
I don't say no.
You know what would have been better is if you'd bought one and made Nick do it with you.
No, that's
That's a good point. Yeah.
that guy would never do it. He would never do it.
No, 'cause he's smarter than us.
He
gonna
would,
be
he,
soft.
would, he would if I sat on his chest and I put it in his fucking mouth.
I like Troy's anger. I go, he's smarter than us. He goes, no, it's because he's soft. Like,
Well, I agree with the softness of us.
I just, as the host, we shouldn't have had to do this. This should have been Joe doing 2. That should have been
There's not enough shipping containers in the world full of bourbon that it made me do that.
I did not want to do that.
You'll see. Now, here's the question. Because logically, right, I don't need more room than a half a shipping container.
But
you
if
have
you're
a
gonna
garage
do
full
it-
of crap that you could just make into a wine cave.
No, but it
What if you
needs to
just
be in the
cleared out your
ground.
garage?
It needs to be in the ground.
You could clear out your garage.
No, that's above ground.
For what?
Fluctuates in temperature. No,
You
the
can-
whole point is it has to be
You
below,
can insulate it.
I like where you're going though, because you said
I agree
if you're
with you.
going to put half a shipping container down
right?
there.
You put a hole in
Whole
it.
shipping
Well,
container.
shit.
You might as well
if you're
put
gonna
20
do
foot.
one.
You might as
But
well
you know
take
what I'm
his
saying?
Might as well do
hers.
2.
Like if I'm going to dig a giant hole,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
honestly, like a 10 by 10, or what? What are the dimensions of your standard shipping container?
10 by 10 by whatever length it is.
They're not
so
10
like-
feet wide, are they? I thought they were more like 8 feet wide.
No, they're more than 8 feet wide because they're like more like 9 maybe.
Oh, road's
Hold on.
10 feet wide, so they're like 20 feet long, I think. But like a 10-foot long one isn't big enough for like. You need something half the size of this pallet house. And this is what?
but this is 24 feet long.
Yeah, so you need a 20-foot container.
I think you just go bigger. If you're going to bury something in your yard, bury the biggest thing you can bury.
True.
Because you're already, the expense is digging the hole
Yeah.
and buying the container. Like outside of that, it's all, everything else, literally from that point on, it's all the same. And
You
if
have
the-
a whole guy and a container guy.
Yeah, so the container is going to be hundreds of dollars more to go big, and the hole is going to cost hours more.
Yeah.
So I may as well just go
Well,
big.
and it's one of those things where it's like you get a half a container for $1,000, but a double container isn't 2. It's like $1,500. So like you're kind of
That's what I'm
almost
saying.
pot committed.
It's
where it's like-
hundreds of dollars. It's just the hole.
yeah.
So you can get a 10-foot shipping container. 10-foot shipping container is 8 feet wide, 8.5 feet tall.
In 10 feet.
Are the exterior dimensions? Interior, it's 9'4", 7'8", 7'10". So as long as we don't have
small.
like,
You need to go giant.
so you might as well go ahead and go with a 20-foot container.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, 10 feet, a 10 foot long by 8 by 8. If you packed all your wine and bourbon in it, you'd have enough room to sit down. Maybe that'd be one person.
Yeah, I'm saying you got to go 20 foot. You got to have one end that's chill,
Yeah.
and or one quarter that's chill, and then you make the rest of it literally booze storage. And then you
do
just
booze like down the wall.
yeah, you just hope that one day you can fill it.
Yeah.
That's your goal.
I like
Walk
this.
out there and be like, Eagle Rare? This is the rarest Eagle Rare.
You want barrel select or you want to like
Yeah,
just
that's
the
what I'm saying.
regular?
That's
Like,
what's up. I'm gonna have an entire Malort section.
well, that I mean, you can.
That goes without saying.
Clearly.
I don't even know why you're even thinking about this. I do love the Malort collection, the connection that you and I ended up having.
We've got a strong Malort connection, and I respect it.
I mean, the fact that like I got
You
a
seem
friend
to
in-
like it though. You're a dirty son of a bitch that seems to like it. So you
I
got
do.
the same curse
I-
that I have. Something about that shitty shit. Good.
I mean, I know that it's gonna just need to paint scraper my tongue, but
Best thing about Malort, it's basically
watching the rookies do it,
well. No, here's the deal. Here's the deal with Malort, and a lot of people have this. Brendan and I will not have this. This one chip challenge isn't one of those things that brings you together. But if you've been in the military, which I haven't, or you've been in a fraternity, or you've done some crazy stuff with people, you kind of enjoy that pain. Like I've done 1 million shots of Malort, even though I know it's bad. because it's just it brings together a brotherhood.
It's like growing mustaches for kids.
Exactly.
I mean, that's one of my favorite things about the end part of the year.
I can't wait because hopefully when we start growing mustaches, I will be able to feel my stomach and mouth again.
That's the only thing I have to look forward to anymore. A mustache. That's how sad this one chip challenge is. I don't even want to grow a mustache.
You guys were talking about like growing mustaches. I have to go to Jackson Hole in February for a wedding, and I'm like,
You may as well keep that mustache.
I'm definitely gonna grow like the Fu Manchu into like maybe like the tendrils.
You'll have a good beard by then.
Yeah, but I might grow the beard out and then shave it back down to like.
You're a dude I feel bad for because you have an epic beard that you're going to have to shave.
But I did it last year. I just didn't film it. Like this year, I will film it. Like this
stop motion, time lapse.
Yep.
Good for you.
It's good to shave your beard every now and then, especially.
I forget what my chin looks like.
Well, and it just gives it all a chance to start back fresh again. Like we're all starting at the same finish line here, starting line, whatever.
Can we stop podcasting?
Yes.
I want to.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Thanks, everybody.
I'm crossed up.
Nick, thank you so much.
You're the worst.
Peace out, Nick.
For sending us this one chip challenge, the Manny Pacquiao one chip challenge.
Thanks for all the content you've created.
Nut punch you.
I'm sure now we'll be rich. All the greats will reach out to us. Our podcast will take off.
Yeah.
Your plan is.
It is what.
I thought he was the smart one.
Here we come, Shark Tank.
He ain't.
He ain't.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you listening.
Is Nick one of the people on the
after
M4K?
No, but he is
No.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is now.
Oh, he is now.
Quite literally the least he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very least.
My Lord. Here you come.
Thank you
Nick.
guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week, assuming we don't have ulcers.
Let us know what you thought of this shit show.
Yeah, it is interesting. It is interesting. If you haven't had a chance to head over to Nectar Sunglasses, drop Abacus in the coupon code.
Who?
You get 20%. Abacus?
Oh, I remember that kid.
It's a thing
be
you
back.
count with.
He'll be
Yeah.
back. He'll be back. If you need a mortgage, head over to screendoormortgage.com. Jimmy will take care of you. He'll make what is already a difficult experience much easier on you.
And don't get a wooden chip challenge.
Don't do the one chip challenge. If you haven't had a chance to head over to our Facebook page, please do so. And you can always find us on Twitter and Instagram at ITPH Podcast. And more importantly, you can send us topics at our Gmail account, insidethepallethouse@gmail.com, or money at Venmo, and then we can buy mesh.
Wet naps.
Mesh for our stomachs, where the ulcers now are.
Let's say you're Nick and you
What's
have
the Venmo, Troy?
$10 that you want to spend on 2 one-chip challenges. No. You punch yourself in the dick and then you give this money to our Venmo at Inside the Pallet House because you're not a hateful piece of shit.
Or even better,
Logical.
send it to M4K.
Wait till November and donate it to
Yeah.
us. But don't
Yeah.
be Nick. Whatever you do,
Don't be Nick.
don't be Nick.
Don't be a Nick.
Nick's the
We'll talk to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out, baby.
That's snoozing. That was a really spicy podcast, don't you think?
Yes.
It was okay.